I really love it when I've waited on a back order and she comes in and she's gorgeous. Okay, so the gorgeousness is Raquel Welch SHOWRUNNER in RL 924 SS Iced Cafe Latte. I know I've got to get off this color. I was just realizing that, like, I have so many Raquel Welch reviews in this color, but I love this color, y'all. So, oh my goodness, so pretty, worth the wait. There are still a lot of colors back ordered. I noticed on some sites they had, colors X'd out. So, but I just got mine in, so I was excited. She came out like last April, but mine seemed to go to immediate back order. So, which is frustrating, but okay, I got her now. So, but I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. This is a good little survey question. So, when a wig is back ordered and it ends up like the retailer keeps having to tell you it's going to be another month, it's going to be another 2 months, whatever, what do? Do you just cancel it or do you wait for it? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know, because to me, it seems like back orders would lead to just order cancellations. I don't like to wait. I'm the kind of person, I'll probably just move on to the next style because I want to spend my money right then, and I want to get a product when I want to spend my money. So let me know in the comments how you feel about the back orders. I would really, really love to hear. Okay, so this wig was sent to me by Shirley's Wig Shop. Shirley has a really great private Facebook group called Shirley's Wig Shop, Hair's Looking at You, Kid. I'll put a link in the description to join that. I will also put a link in the description where you can shop this wig and save yourself 30%. Okay, so this has their Luxe Light cap and their Feather Light heat-friendly fibers. Lots of light going on. I've tried these Feather Light fibers a couple of times. I can't tell the difference between these and the other Raquel Welch fibers, but supposedly they're supposed to be a little lighter, I suppose. So, but they're nice, they're nice fibers. That's another thing you can share in the comments, your experience with these fibers. I think I've tried them 1 or 2 other times. I only got one of the wigs from the collection. I have another one that I think just came in. I had ordered 3 last April or so. And like I said, this one was back ordered. So I had one from the collection and I've been waiting for the other 2 to come. So I haven't had a lot of experience with this new type of fiber that they're using. So, but it seems really nice and, but it feels exactly the same as the others. So anyway, y'all can share with me. Okay, so she is an extended lace front. Beautiful lace front, as you can see. Raquel Welch, high quality, good looking lace front. And then she is a full mono top, so you can part it wherever you'd like. So mine is parted on the right today. It came kind of parted in the middle, and I was like, no, I wanted to part it more on the right. So, but you can move your part around. That's what I'm trying to show you there. And it was funny when I parted it on the right, I got this big swoop here in the front. So I might need to use some heat to calm that. I'd probably want to calm that down a little bit with some heat. But anyway, it still looks pretty. And I kind of like you to see these, straight out of the box so you have an idea of what you're going to be dealing with as far as, having to fix the wig and stuff. So I wanted to look at the layers here because I was thinking, yeah, there is a bit of a shorter layer here in the front, but it's not super short. They're saying it's 6 inches. That's longer than 6 inches. Where's my 6 inches? I don't, maybe there is a 6 inch. Okay, that looks a little shorter. Anyway, I think you could cut in a bang on this one if you wanted to. So, because there is, that doesn't look like 6 inches to me. I can't find a 6 inch layer. Maybe it's 6 inches. I don't know. I don't have a measuring tape. But anyway, I think you could cut in a bang if you wanted to. Here are the ear tabs. Good coverage at the ear tabs. So this is fitting very true to average. The cool thing about this cap is there are silicone tabs on silicone covering the ear tabs and silicone covering the nape. And I have to say, these ear tabs, like I get the wig adjusted and then I kind of push them into my head and let the heat of my skin sort of, react with them. And they kind of feel like they're taped down. They really do stick to my skin. I don't have any hair there. So, they really do cling if you are missing all your hair, or if you're like me and you have this pattern where you don't have the hair like around here, so you don't have any hair at the ear tabs. They do feel like they really help the wig stay down, which I love. So, but there is definitely some extra room in the cap, you know, back here, so forehead to nape. And the adjusters, I think I could bring those in just a tad for my 21-inch circumference. So I think if you are petite, you can make this cap work, no problem, unless you're just really tiny. Like I know some of you have like a 19.5 inch and a little 10-inch from ear to ear. It might be a little too big on you. But if you're like 20 to 21 inches, you know, in there, I think you could probably still get away with wearing this cap. You just have to bring your adjusters in. Maybe have to wear a wig grip with it. Okay, so they have a measurement that we've already, sorry, this got some flyaways for sure. 6 inches here in the front, 10 inches on the side, 13-inch crown, and 13-inch layer in the back. So just a little bit of layering to give it really nice body, really nice movement. I love that. The nape is 10 inches, so that gives you plenty of hair to style. You can do updos and things like that. And then the weight is coming in at 4.7 ounces, so not real heavy. It does feel like there's a lot of hair on the monotop, I will say. You know, it feels like a medium density. It's got a lot of body, you know, so it feels like kind of medium, you know, thick hair. So just to give you an idea of how it feels. So, okay. So this cap, as I said, it has the full mono top. It has the extended lace front. Here's the silicone on the ear tabs, and there's still a metal stay in there, which is nice. Then we have a hand-tied portion of the cap. And there is some stretch, you know, in that hand-tied portion. And then we have closed wefting there at the back. And there's a little bit of stretch with that too, a little less stretch with the wefted part versus the hand-tied part. Especially on the side panels have most of the stretch. And then Velcro adjusters. And you can see this silicone at the nape. Now, if you don't like that silicone, if it bothers you, whatever, makes you sweat, whatever, it's just, you know, whip stitched on there, so you could remove that, and then you're just gonna have the soft material underneath that. And then, of course, these are the Featherlight heat-friendly fibers. And let's take a look at this gorgeous color. So this is the Iced Cafe Latte. 924SS is the color code for this one, RL924SS. And just a beautiful brunette, one of my favorites. So I always have a challenge finding an accurate description for this color because I see it described as having like 2 brunettes in it, and I see it described as being like ash. And I feel like the brunette, I still wouldn't really call it ash. It came out in their cool color line, and I've talked about this before, but it's not really very cool. I wouldn't say it's a cool tone color. It's, you know, the blonde going through it has a little bit of gold, like a, you know, a dull, pale gold, you know, quality to it. So the description I have is a medium brown base with golden blonde highlights and a just slightly darker medium brown root. So there's the root. It really doesn't contrast that much from the rest of the color, but just gives it a little tiny bit of a root. And then you can obviously see that there is a pale gold blonde highlight going through there. So let's just consider that. I always call this color neutral to warm. And people I know who wear this color seem to agree with that description as well, that it does have a little bit of warmth to it. So it's nice. It's a neutral, you know, highlighted brunette. Very, very pretty. So here we are in window light. You guys let me know. Do you think this color has ash? I just get so confused by it. So I'm on my front porch because my neighbor's dog started barking. But here you can see it under my porch, you know, the covered porch. And I'll step into the sun. Okay, so she is ear tuckable. Even though I said she feels kind of like thicker hair, she's still, you know, You can still tuck her behind the ears if you need to. Then I'll show you the glasses. Glasses can go up on your head, no problem. There's no permatease with all the hand-tied features and everything of the wig. No permatease, so she does flop in the face. As you can see throughout the video, I've been fighting some little hairs and stuff. So, you know, a headband would be a great way to work on that, you know, initially when you first get her, just to keep her out of the face and keep those little flyaways off your face. And, oh, I missed one little spot, but you can also do like a headband and a low pony. That looks cute. If you just feel like I said, she feels like she's kind of a lot of hair, but beautiful, don't get me wrong, you know. And then of course you could pull out these little layers. Okay, maybe there's our 6-inch. That looks more like a 6-inch. So you could pull out those little bang layers. You could put a little, you know, you could curl them if you want to, and have a little hair around the face. So I think when we go half up, half down, drop my headband, those layers are definitely going to want to come out. Oh yeah, but that looks pretty. I like a little hair around the face whenever I put a wig half up, half down, so really pretty. And then she will go in a ponytail, and she has the extended nape, which is great. Might have missed a hair up there. And she has this silicone on the nape that really makes the nape stay down, so nice. So that area where the silicone is also a great place to put some tape. You know, if you're able to use wig tape in those areas. I mean, I wouldn't tape them down. I would probably just tape my lace front, because I always tape my lace front, because they just, I feel like they really like suck to my head. I don't know if you can see, you can't really see it. I can feel it, like when I pull it away, that it's not, you know, like a felt ear tab. You can just move it around, you know, but these, it also makes the ear tab a little more stable and a little heavier. So again, I like that. I just like that it keeps them, you know, I like that feature to the cap. So, but okay, styling, you could wear it off the face. You know, you've got this full mono top, so you could put it up on the top and things like that. So just really, really pretty. So I want to thank Shirley's for sending this wig to review for you all. Like I said, there will be a link for you to shop this wig where you can save 30% down in the description box below. I thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye-bye.